Chuck, this is really great, but I think we're forgetting something.
You know, Wes, that's strange. I feel like I'm forgetting something as well, but I just don't know what it is.
I wonder what we're forgetting. That's really bothering me. We're forgetting something. Having too much fun here.
Well, I just don't remember. Something about a test. But you know, the last test I took was the CPA exam. And the ERB keeps flashing into my brain.
That's it. That's important. We need to find the ERB.
Do we need to find the ERB?
Yes, we need to find the ERB.
But where?
I don't know. We must ask around, but it would be better if we were not recognized.
You know, you're right. We must not be recognized. I think we need to go undercover, but God, Wes, we are undercover. Look at us.
Look at us.
Where are we going to go undercover?
I don't know. We're having so much fun. I hate to leave, but we're going to have to leave. Just follow me. We got to find the ERB.
May I help you, gentlemen?
Good morning, ma'am. We're looking for the ERB.
Yes, we're here to find the ERB.
Who?
Maybe I can help here. The ERB is the Examination Review Board. They were here, but they're gone now.
Rats, they're not here?
Well, were they here?
They were here. They were here about a week ago.
Very interesting. They were here. What were they doing?
They were performing their annual review, looking at test development and test questions.
Yeah, they were particularly interested in simulations this year.
They were asking a lot of questions about enemy codes.
Enemy codes. Very interesting.
Enemy codes. Yes, that is very interesting. Is that all?
No, they were also looking at test security and the item bank, both with item questions at rest and in transit.
In transit, you say? Now that is very interesting.
Stop with the very interesting.
Well, it is interesting, is it not?
Well, they were very interested too. They looked at candidate correspondences, they looked at contracts, they looked at anything that pertained to the exam.
Plus policies and procedures and handbooks.
That's not interesting. That's just a lot of hard work.
Oh, this is hard work. They're very thorough when they come here. They look at everything that has to do with the exam.
They are very thorough, but they're done now.
Do you know where they went?
We need to know where they went.
I think they said something about going to see a test center.
Oh, I remember. They were headed down to Baltimore, where Prometric has a test center. That's where they went, Baltimore.
A test site? Very interesting, very interesting.
It is very interesting, and if you better hurry if you want to catch them.
We better go. This has been very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We think the ERB may be in trouble.
There were two men here asking a lot of questions.
What did you tell them?
We told them about the ERB and what they did during their last visit.
So you told them about their investigation into test question development.
Yes, we did.
Did you tell them that the ERB observes all of the content committee meetings?
No, we didn't tell them that.
Did you tell them about their psychometrician and item response theory?
We did not mention Steve Downing or his discussions with our psychometricians.
So I guess you didn't tell them about their review of internal audits procedures either?
Nope, we didn't mention internal audit, AUPs, or the SOC 2.
Sounds like there's a lot you didn't tell them.
Well, we didn't want to say too much. They were very strange.
Who were they?
They didn't say. They could have been FBI, CIA, KGB. They were strange.
KGB. Russian agents. You know, the chair of the ERB is from Alaska. I wonder if she's a neighbor of Sarah Palin. She can probably see Russia from her house. Maybe she invited them.
I don't think they were KGB, but they were definitely hunting the ERB for some reason.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Stop with the interesting!
It is interesting.
I don't know why I had to dress up like a woman.
Well, I've got a mustache. Besides, You look great as a redhead.
You look like an old hippie.
Oh, come on, let's get this over with.
Well, you just didn't want to have to wear pantyhose.
Welcome to Prometric Testing Center. My name's Terry. Are you two here to take a test?
No, sir. We're not here to take a test. We're looking for the CPA Examination Review Board.
So what are you doing here? No one's supposed to enter here except those test candidates with identification. Could I see some ID, please?
Peace, brother. Peace, brother. We're not here to test. We're just here to look for the ERB.
Hold on a moment. Let me call my supervisor. This will take just a moment.
Good morning, Prometric. Kim Frey speaking.
Hi, Kim. This is Terry. I have two people here, and I think you know what's going on.
Who are they?
I don't know. They say they're looking for the ERB.
If they're talking about the Exam Review Board ERB, they aren't going to find them at your test center. Unless they came in as a secret shopper?
My supervisor says you guys might be secret shoppers.
I can assure you we're not secret shoppers.
We're just here to look for the ERB. We're not into security, man.
They say they're not here for security.
The ERB is very diligent about the security of the test centers. They visit a number of our sites each year to test security. This year they even visited the international sites in the Middle East and Japan. They would certainly object to anyone entering the testing area without proper authorization. Please tell them they need to leave.
My supervisor says this is a breach of security and you need to leave.
I promise you, we're not here to breach the security of this test center.
We're just looking for the ERB. Do you know where they've gone?
Kim, they just want to know where the ERB is. Do you know?
Well, if they're looking for the Exam Review Board, I know that their office is in Nashville, the NASBA headquarters. That's where I would look if I were them.
She says they're in Nashville at the offices of NASBA. I love Nashville. It's got such great music.
Okay, we won't bother you anymore. We're headed for Nashville.
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 Groovy.
Music.
Peace, brother. Did he say music?
Music, music.
Let's go, Babs.
Those were the strangest two characters. One was dressed as a hippie and the other was dressed as a woman, but wasn't.
I wonder what they were up to. Why would one be dressed as a woman?
I don't know, but he sure did look good as a redhead.
Well, you know, the ERB is going to raise Cain about it at some point, so we better make sure it's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't have this make it into the management letters.
All right. Okay.
Yo, bro, how's it go?
Is this a joke? This is the Office of the National Association of State Boards of Accountancy. What are you doing here?
We're looking for the ERB. We've been told they're here.
What do you want with the ERB? They're one of our most trusted boards who oversee the administration of the CPA exam. Are they having a party?
No party, but we're told they're here.
Well, they are here in Nashville, but you boys look like you're from New York City.
We know this is in the Music City and we came prepared.
Prepared for what?
Finding the ERB.
We were told they were here. Are you security?
Well, we are security. We're responsible for security for the National Candidate Database. The ERB is very interested in the security of the National Candidate Database.
Yes, they commit to the state boards that the data in the national candidate base is secure and accurate, and also that candidates are treated fairly.
And they do a pretty good job of ensuring that the candidate scores are accurately transmitted to the state boards.
They also survey boards annually to determine if there are any issues with state boards or candidates.
Yeah, we hear they're hardworking dudes, and they look out for the state boards of accountancy. They seems like they're everywhere.
Well, they're here in this building somewhere. If you go down the hall and turn right, you should see their offices.
I would suggest that you change out of those stupid outfits. This is a country music town and you guys tend to stick out. Are you really a rap artist?
Would you like to see us rap?
Oh, sure.
Why not?
I say hip hop, a hippie to the hippie to the hip hip hop. You don't stop the rockin' to the bang bang boogies and up jumps the boogie to the rhythm of the boogity beat.
We're here at NASPA, rapping to the beat. Looking for the ERB, gonna move your feet. We're two cool dudes and we like to get down. The exam review board is in your town.
So don't tell us you don't know where they are. We've been chasing these punks near and far. We started with the AICPA and you, and the exam team told us what the ERB was doing. They do the kind of testing you can't ignore, so they sent us on to Baltimore.
So we go to Pro Mentor to a testing center. They're yelling at us about trying to enter. We finally get the babes to tell us the story of the ERB's testing fame and glory. They talk a lot of trash about security, so we set up shop and your music sits. So I'm wearing my ring
and I'm wearing this hat, and we grooving on down to this ERB rap. Say the hip hop, a hippie to the hip hip hop. You don't stop the rockin' to the bang bang boogie, then up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
That was interesting. Not half bad.
Yeah, but you do better around here singing Friends in Low Places. As she said, this is a country music town.
Well, thanks for the info, bro. We'll be going now. Let's go.
Go.
Out of here.
Yeah, let's get down with it. Let's out of here.
Out of here.
Go.
Ken, you might want to get a dress code around here. A couple of employees look like they're headed to honky tonk today.
Those aren't NASBA employees.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Howdy.
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 We're looking for the CPA Examination Review Board. We understand they're here.
Well, you're in luck. I'm here to observe their meeting today. The Examination Review Board does a real good job. My name is Mark Harris. I'm the current
Mark.
chair of NASBA.
Howdy.
Hi, Mark.
How you doing? I'm Ken Bishop, President and CEO of NASBA.
Howdy, Ken.
Hi, Kenny.
How you
Nice
doing?
to meet you.
So you're here to see the ERB. I mean, they're one of our most respected boards. We rely on them for the integrity of the CPA examination. Are they having a party today or something?
No, there's no party. We just need to see them.
You know, the BOE writes the policies that behind the CPA exam, and the ERB is responsible for enforcing those policies. So together, these volunteers do a great job for you.
Serious business.
Yeah, good thing for that ERB. You know, if it weren't for that ERB, all 54 jurisdictions, I understand, would have to assure themselves with regard to that CPA exam.
Well, I don't know if you know, there's actually 55 jurisdictions these days.
55, there you go,
ERB
yeah.
is doing an expansive amount of work that's very much
55.
relied upon.
Well, thank you for the information, partners.
Good luck.
Thank you,
Good luck.
now.
Be on our
Good
way.
luck to you.
Appreciate
Thank
it
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, now.
Very good.
Let's go, Kemosabe.
Checking security around this place. I don't know, that guy, that rhinestone cowboy at the fringe, he looks awful familiar. You know that man?
You know, we may have seen him on StarQuest, or, you know, downtown, some of those guys dressed like that stand on the corner and play
Maybe
guitar,
so.
and they had a cup out there, you know.
Maybe
May
so.
have seen him out there somewhere.
Probably so, yeah.
Where have you two been?
Everywhere.
It looks like they've been to a karaoke bar. Wes, that's fringe shirt's a different look for you. Why?
I don't know.
Well, gentlemen, we're ready to
I'm not
begin. Will you please all take a seat? And we have a full agenda, so let's get going.
Yes, one of the things that we're going to talk about today is the parametric site visits that we're going to do the next season. And we're even going to consider including Brazil in the testing.
And I've got my presentation on the high-level CBTE workflow.
And I have a long presentation on IRT.
And are we going to have to finalize the management letter comments?
Yeah.
And remember, we have a presentation by our board chair, Mark.
Yeah, we have all those topics and more. We have to discuss the budget. We have some reports back from the BOE and content committee meetings we observed. And we have to finalize a report to the state boards.
So you can tell we have a really full agenda. You know, we have a big responsibility. We need to report to these state boards of accountancy that they can rely upon this exam. The last thing we ever want to hear is someone to say, well, where was the ERB? So, with that, let's call this meeting to order. I'd like you to review the minutes.
I'm not telling.
The materials and just
If you're not telling, I'm not telling, Kemosabe.
Historically, the ERB has not been known for
providing very funny material. And the other things that we tend to provide you with are much more serious in presentation. So we'll go on to those serious items. One of those is, of course, every year we present you with our ERB, our annual report. And you should each have one at your place. I will say that this 8-page report, the most important element you're going to find here on page 2, and it's a paragraph that actually says, based on our review and evaluations, we believe that the boards of accountancy may rely on the uniform CPA examination and the international qualification examination in carrying out their licensing responsibilities for the year ended December 31, 2011. Now, there are other sections to this CPA report. Section 2 actually tells you about the creation and the purpose of the ERB and our charge from the boards of accountancy. Section 3 goes on to define the CPA examination and the international qualification examination. And then we go over to page 4, where it gives you a description of the examination review procedures, where we look at all of the uniform examination, beginning with development, going on to practice analysis, then into standard setting, national candidate database, delivery, scoring, the policies and procedures as they're developed by the Board of Examiners and the examination team. It looks at psychometric assessment and the technology assessment. That brings us over to page 6 of our report, and that is the International Qualification Exam. That's the IQEX, and again, we give you assurance on that test too, through the development and content of the test questions, the delivery, the psychometric, and the technology assessment. Section 5 gives you bios of all of our board members, giving you our backgrounds. Section 6 is the consultants that, no, it's our staff that we have, and we now have 3 staff that we depend on, and they are fantastic. And Section 7 are our 2 consultants. That is actually our report, and I'm not going to read it to you because you're more than capable of reading it for yourself. We also have a second piece of information for you, and that is a PowerPoint presentation. You're going to find it behind the tab that's called CPA examination. And like the report, I'm not going to read it for you. It's there for your information. It's actually fairly easy reading. I read it myself. I timed myself. It was 5 minutes. So it gives you a little bit more detailed understanding into our board and what we do to be able to bring you this. Do you have any questions? In that case, I would really like to take this opportunity to thank the participants in our video. After we give them a really hard time about looking into all of their affairs and their procedures, then we ask them to be part of presenting us and doing it in a positive way. So I really would like to thank, I have Mike Decker here from the AICPA. Mike, where are you? Oh, there he is. I have Kim Farash of Prometric. She's there. And then, of course, with NASBO, we have Mark Harris and Ken Bishop. And then we have Ed Barnicott and Pat Hartman. And finally, because I've made them look really pretty silly for you, I really have 2 stars out here that I would like to thank very much. Wes, Chuck, there you are. What are you 2 up to now?
Chuck here, who now calls himself the Boogeyman, DD Boogeyman, wants to get down with the NASBA boards.
Yeah, the Candyman here, Dr. Snoop, Snickerbar, Little Wes. He wants everyone to see his smooth moves. Hit it, Ron.
I say hip hop, a hip it to the hip it to the hip hip hop. You don't stop the rockin' to the bang bang boogie. That up jumps the boogie to the rhythm of the boogity beat.
We're here at NASPA, rapping to the beat. Looking for the ERB, gonna move your feet. With two cool dudes in
I think they cut us off.
I think on that note, we will end our report. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can find these two because I'm going into hiding myself. And thank you very, very much.
We have pictures.
Autographs in the back.
Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
And we moving on down to this ERB rap. Say the hip hop, a hip it to the hip it to the hip hip hop. You don't stop the rockin' to the bang bang boogie. That up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.